Hello, Leo. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Leo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Leo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we've got a Two of Wands. This might be a kind of a stop sign, right? This might be a red alert. This might be someone signaling you, hey, slow down, slow down. Yeah. I think we're kind of zooming. We're cruising on our life path, and we need to hit the brakes for something. There's some kind of a detour. It's like that moment in Alien where they get the distress call, and they've got to go check it out, or the beacon, or whatever it was. Let's put it into some context, okay? Let's see what we're stopping for. Interesting. Maybe we're kind of... Did I hit the wrong button again? I think I did. Anyway, sorry about that. I get a little excited sometimes. I end up hitting the wrong button on my switcher there. This is all done on the fly, all right? I don't do anything in kind of post-production. Everything, I'm doing it all here real time, okay? So if it goes dark, don't worry about it. Wasn't meant to be. Okay, the Eight of Wands is what we've got next. So to me, it kind of feels like we have to stop to check our bearings. Like it's almost like we're parking, we're getting out on the side of the road, we're looking at our map. Yeah, I don't know. Are we feeling lost? Are we feeling like, we have our destination. We've got our rainbow in front of us, but it's just like there are three different paths kind of up here. There's a couple different ways we could go about it. What are we going to do? We've got a High Priestess, we've got a Fool, we've got a Princess of Wands, more fire energy, we've got a Wheel of Fortune. This is really nice. This is the Fool kind of just dancing along its merry way, but has to stop to, maybe we're trying to figure out how to get around an obstacle here. Maybe it is kind of like a temporary road closure. Maybe there is somebody that's kind of like, hey, there's a tree down up here, you can't drive down this road. Now we got to find a detour, right? Detours can be fun. Detours can be fun. When things don't always go as planned, like my switching of the cameras, it sometimes can be a fun thing, right? Let's see what else we've got. Nine of Swords, yeah. You don't like surprises, do you? We've got a Knight of Cups and Eight of Swords, yeah. And then a Prince. So we've got thinking, feeling, right? Swords, cups. We've got heart, mind. And this is the problem. This is what we've got to sort out. We don't like it. It doesn't feel, we don't want the detour. We don't want to have to find another road. We're going on a straight shot to our destiny, to our Wheel of Fortune, to our very big win, our jackpot, our prosperity, our success. We want it. Why do I got to go around? What if I drive slow? Can I go down the road? No. Spirit saying that the expected route forward, the way that you have plotted, the course that you are on, you got to stop, find a detour. There's something that's preventing that kind of smooth sailing right there, right? And so it's something we kind of have to improvise. We got to get creative and find a detour. It's not that bad, right? But you're having a little bit of a difficult time feeling it and thinking about it and figuring it out. And it's kind of throwing our internal state out of whack, our heart, mind, right? Because when you're manifesting your goals, when you're on a path, driving down the highway, it seems like it's going to be a smooth shot. Anytime there's something, maybe it's like a traffic jam up there, you got to hit the brakes. And now suddenly our heart and mind, we're frustrated, we're starting to question things, we're feeling awful, maybe we're hungry, we're tired, we're starting to get kind of sad about it. I mean, all these emotions start going on. And all these different kinds of thoughts start happening. So we really see the disharmony over here. Whereas over here, this was supposed to be a straight shot. Okay? This is a test. This is something from Spirit that is trying to keep you on your toes. All right? Let's select the mystery card before I forget. I think I'm a little tired today because I forgot the mystery card in one reading. I'm messing up with my camera switches. It's just, I think it's time for me to take a nap. Tiny Bob Ross right there on top of that card. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. All right. Hopefully, unless something else happens. But it will tie everything together, right? It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of this tarot reading. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, put your prediction down in the comments. Let's do it together as an exercise in intuition. Okay. Let's look around the room. We've got our major. Well, we've got our fire here. And then, of course, we have our air, and water. What we don't have yet is the earth energy, right? So it's like we're not quite at our goal yet. We're not quite at our destination. But we're trying to figure out how to react to this. This is the Princess of Wands. If there's something up ahead in your car, this is you freaking out, panicking. We don't want to do that. We want to be in control. We want to be calm. We want to be quick. We got to react. But we don't want to be wild and out of control and panicky, right? This is like if you're swimming and you're not a good swimmer, someone's coming to rescue you, you don't just thrash your arms around. It's not going to help anything. So we don't want this. This is that purely impulsive reaction to things. This is just like slamming on the brakes or slamming on the gas. This is just like throwing your tools down. This is like breaking your paintbrushes in half and storming off, right? That's not what we want to do. But I understand the impulse here because we feel like this. We feel attacked. We feel like, hey, we got that 9 of Swords over here. We kind of feel like this is a personal affront. Yeah. But let's take it back to this Fool. This Fool is the Wanderer. This is all the joy at the beginning, right? This was the fun that it used to be. This was just you're driving convertible, wind in your hair, I hate that. Gets in my eyes. I can't see. It's annoying. Tickles my face and stuff. But this is really it was light and easy at one point. Yeah. It was light and it was fun. It wasn't so serious. Yeah. Also, what's the joke about the boat, Leo? What's going on with the boat? Is it in reference to a past tarot reading when I was talking about a boat, and then there's something that happened with a boat, and now it's kind of like a funny thing? I don't know what the joke is with the boat. But the Fool is one of those cards that likes to be on the water, right? Likes to have the wind in its hair. But remember, the Fool is the one that is open to all experiences, doesn't really mind what happens as long as something's happening. As long as it's moving forward, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mind if there's a speed bump, a roadblock, if you got to turn around. It doesn't matter if you get anywhere or do anything. It's the journey that the Fool likes. Yeah. The Fool doesn't like to stop, which is kind of what we see with the Two of Wands, is the Fool stopping. The Fool doesn't want to stop and ask for directions, right? The Fool would rather just drive around aimlessly lost than to stop and have to sit there and figure out where to go, what to do, or ask for directions. Yeah. So I feel like now is not really the time for you to stop and like get a hotel and wait a couple days and try to figure it out. No, it's like just look at your map and start driving the other way. Real simple. This doesn't have to be this long thinking, feeling process. We don't have to like spend days and days analyzing this and weighing things out and figuring it out and trying to analyze our emotions and stuff. No, it's like, let's just respond to the traffic jam. There's an exit right here. Just look, safely get over, exit the freeway, and go the other way. It doesn't have to be this huge, disruptive, extreme kind of crisis, right? It doesn't have to be the crisis. And we've got the High Priestess underneath everything here. That's kind of trying to comfort you a little bit, I think. This is kind of like, it's a test, but it's also meant to kind of remind you about the experience, about the journey itself, about how this is supposed to be a fun road trip. It's not even, road trips aren't about the destination. It's about the journey itself, you know? And there is a destination for you, and that is, of course, the Wheel of Fortune. This is success. This is real life. This isn't a movie where you could just drive around for a couple hours and then the movie's over. We have to actually get where we're going. So it is very important that we have a destination and that we get there. But Spirit is also trying to put things into perspective a little bit for you. Yeah. Maybe asking you to slow down a little bit. Yeah. Or not take everything so seriously. Not be, and this is kind of a weird thing to say, but don't be so intense. You know? Have a little bit more of this kind of fool, journey, traveling, breeze, wind in your hair kind of feeling about it. Have more fun doing what you're doing. You know? You used to be like a practical joker, right? I feel like you did a lot of like the April Fool's pranks, or you were kind of like the prankster of your friends and stuff. Somewhere along the line, we started taking life too seriously. And I kind of feel like Spirit's here to kind of say, yeah, maybe there's a traffic jam. Get out of your car, dance, play, have fun. You know, maybe there is a delay for a day or two, right? Maybe it's something that, you know, you got to wait on a phone call, you got to wait on some paperwork, or somebody else has to file something, or I don't know. Have fun. Enjoy those days, you know. Figure out a way to make this a fun thing. It's an unexpected inconvenience, but make it fun. Yeah, make it fun. Maybe this is the time where you're going to go look at that giant ball of yarn that's just off the next exit or something, you know. Wasn't part of your itinerary, but you're here, nothing else you can do right now. You might as well go enjoy yourself. Maybe there's an amusement park around, you know. But listen to the message from Spirit here. Yeah. Because we don't want to act impulsively and just like snap our paintbrushes in half and walk away. You got to try to understand, what is Spirit trying to tell me? Why is this happening? What is the significance of this? And it doesn't have to be some deep spiritual insight. It could just be a simple message. Slow down, have fun. You know, you're getting to your goal. You're going to get there. You might have to be a little creative with how you get there. You might have to reroute the ship a little bit, but you're getting there. You know, and when something is this certain, and I feel like you're very certain about this, remember how certain you are about your destination. When you know for a fact that, well, let's say like Christmas when you're a kid, you know Christmas is going to be there on whatever day, let's say Saturday, but you still got 2 weeks. But it's just like you can't wait. You're so anxious for Christmas. You cannot wait. Or like starting a new job. You can't wait to start. You're starting to get kind of anxious waiting for it. Just go do something else. Just go have fun. It's going to be there in a couple days or whenever. It's going to happen. So let's just enjoy the time in between. We can either spend that time worrying and being anxious and all this kind of disharmony over here, or we could just go right back to the Fool and just say, I'm just going to dance. I'm listening to some music. I'm going to enjoy it. And then it's going to be there when it's there, when it's meant to be there, I feel like you, I don't know if you drink alcohol or you used to drink alcohol, but I feel like you're someone that maybe has a drink now and again, like a glass of wine, right, for the antioxidants. Now's one of those times. You can't drive anywhere right now, right? The car's in the shop. have a glass of wine, relax, right? Enjoy yourself. But of course, in a safe and healthy way. I also feel like you have crystals. You do some sort of crystal, not crystal healing, crystal magic of some kind, right? As kind of a manifestation magic or something like that. I see a lot of crystals around you. I don't know if you wear one or if you have one that you hold or it's in a pouch or something. I feel like it's inside of something. It could be a pocket. It could be a pouch around your neck. But it's in darkness. Maybe you keep them wrapped in a silk cloth, something, right? Spend some time doing other things. Now, it might not just be having fun, dancing, and having a glass of wine. Take this time to really get in touch with spirit again, to really not even to get answers. We're not asking for anything. We're just communing. We're just experiencing it, right? So basically there is a delay, short delay, small delay. Don't turn it into something major. Okay, let's go the path of the serpent now. I don't want to spend too much time here. I do want to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And it helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate that. Okay. I intentionally want to skip over these cards. We know what they are. We know this is despair and worry and confusion. Right? We know that we're starting to question if we're even going in the right direction, do we really still even want this thing? Why am I here? What am I doing? Is this really what I want? Is this really who I am? Why is this happening? This is terrible. I don't like this. But the Knight of Cups in the position of your environment, this might be the one card that we really should talk about. Because this is like the act of kindness. This is as frustrated as we feel, as angry as we might be right now because there's this delay, this hiccup, this obstacle, because we have to take a detour. One random act of kindness can turn it all around. You ever in like in line at the coffee shop, right? I feel like you're a coffee drinker. I feel like you like it black. I feel that you have like a favorite coffee place that you go to. And maybe it's the one with the green logo. Maybe it's a smaller local kind of shop. Have you ever had the person in front of you pay for your drink? And you get up to the register and they just say, oh no, they already took care of it. You don't know them. You've never seen them before. It's a random act of kindness. Now, I experienced this in California, no less. Many years ago, I was in a drive-through coffee place. I was working, driving. And I get to the window, and the person said, oh no, the car in front of you paid for your drink. I said, what? I said, why? Why would they do that? It never happened to me before. I certainly wasn't expecting anything like that. And then the lady just said, I don't know, people have been doing that lately. Like she was kind of shocked by it too. She's like, I don't know, it's just been happening. I feel like you can be part of that. And I feel like that's going to be good for you. The random acts of kindness, And I can't think of too many examples right now because maybe some people think that's a creepy thing to do, right? But I think it really is just a way of like brightening somebody else's day. If you've got an extra $1 or something, like just pay for their coffee, right? Or if somebody's in the grocery store and they're just getting like one little thing, just be like, hey, let me get that for you. Or even offer to carry things or just, I don't know. Let's get creative, right? In a safe, respectful way that recognizes boundaries. Let's try some random acts of kindness. Yeah. The giving and receiving of kindness, I think, is underrated and kind of under-recognized in life, And not even when you see somebody struggling, then you kind of rush to help. I feel like you do that anyway. Someone's carrying a big box and you'll go and open the door. It's just it's natural for you. I mean something that they don't need it. You know, maybe they've got way more money than I do, but I'm just gonna, maybe they need a smile. You know, right now at this moment, I'm just gonna get their coffee for them. It's not a big deal, right? I feel like this is gonna be good for you. It's gonna be good for all of us. And I think it's going to really make us forget all about the swords card, which I did, honestly. I forgot all about these. We don't need to talk about these. We know what they are. An 8 of 9 of swords. It's not where we need to be. We don't need to start questioning our heart and our purpose and our motivations. Let's do something to get ourselves out of this heart-mind disharmony. These acts of kindness, whatever this expression of love and affection that you can do, is going to recenter your heart and mind. And this is going to seem like a little blip. Okay? Let's look at the mystery card. Hopefully this will be something along the lines of the Knight of Cups, maybe a 3 of Cups, a 9, a 10 of Cups, maybe some earth energy, right? Maybe we'll get a 3 of Pentacles showing that things are starting to move again, or even better, a 9 of Pentacles showing that you're pulling into the parking lot in your destination. And it really wasn't, but maybe we thought, you know, we look at this situation, we think, oh, it's going to take forever. Maybe it's only going to be a couple of minutes, you know? If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Here we go. The Judgment card. Rebirth, reawakening, baptism by fire. This is a trial by fire. This is a test, I think, to see if you can control your fire energy. If you have this fiery energy, are you going to break your paintbrushes and go home? Or are you going to channel that fire energy into the display of love and affection, the kindness, you know, this Knight of Cups kind of thing. So this card really does tell me that this is a test, you know, that this is, it's meant to see, I guess how in control of yourself you are. You know, in the last reading that I did for you, we had your power card in there twice. We had the lust or strength card, I think it was general energy in the last reading. And then we had the Prince of Wands, which is your other power card, in the extended reading. Little spoiler alert. And I think Spirit really is trying to test that and see, are you really in control of yourself? Are you really like in your kind of best energy? And I think you are. I don't think you really need this test. I don't think that this is... I don't think you're very likely to break your paintbrushes and go home. I don't think that's you. I think maybe at one time it was. I feel like you used to have a bit of a temper. But now I feel like you are a little bit more wind in your hair, a little bit more carefree than you ever have been. Yeah, I think I'm right. Anyway, we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, click on the link that is up here, or there's one down in the video description. New readings for Leo every Tuesday and Saturday, but I'm here every day. Just come on back, see me again tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. Leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Let me know how you're doing. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.